good, family? It's your girl, Miss Anita, a.k.a. Kween Katt.
And your girl, Jess.
And we are here with the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. This is the first podcast of the year of 2023. And it's not going to be very long at all. This podcast is entitled, Stop Speaking on Things You Know Nothing About. Stop speaking on things you know nothing about. I see I have friends of all walks of life, all on all social media platforms, whether it be Muslims, Jews, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, all types of people. I wrote the book, #NoReligion. If you have it, you already understand. What's good, Lita? You already understand what it means. So many people turned away from the book because of the title. But if you actually get into the book and read it, it actually breaks down a lot of words like abomination, which means disgusting. A lot of people like to throw that word unclean. A lot of people like to throw that up. Oh, it's an abomination to God. What is abomination?
Abomination means unclean.
If I see somebody digging in their nose, that is an abomination to me. It's disgusting to me. That's all an abomination means. But sticking to the topic, and we'll, discuss more things later. Stop speaking on things you know nothing about. I'm tired of seeing people talk about, oh, y'all know them crystals. Mm-hmm. Y'all know them crystals is evil. They of the devil.
Witchcraft.
They witchcraft, and y'all worshiping the devil. Yet you wear diamonds.
And pearls. What are those?
Crystals.
Stones. And crystals.
Stones. Why you wearing the damn diamond? For an image? To impress somebody? Why are you doing what you're doing? What I have on here, I have 3 crystals on my neck. This is... What thing on?
Man, come on.
I didn't forgot. This is turquoise. This is turquoise. Why do I wear turquoise? Everything. That's what's wrong with the world today. You are so desensitized from everything around you. When you become enlightened, you realize that everything, whether it be technology or from the ground or whatever it is God. Everything is God.
Everything is connected. Everything is one.
Everything is God. I have on turquoise, right? I wear turquoise because the spiritual attributes of it helps me to stay out of my head and live in the present. It reminds me to stay out of my head and live in the present. Right? I'm going to get to this later. This is amethyst. This is carnelian. I wear these because the physical properties of it is for protection, and it helps with my sacral chakra. If you've been following me for some time, you know that I suffered, because I'm claiming healing, with endometriosis. That is my second chakra. Y'all scared of the word chakra. Yet when you go to the doctor, you'll hear them say, oh, your solar plexus, your solar. That is a chakra that the damn doctors know about. But you too holy and ignorant, you won't look the word up because a spiritual leader that had no idea of what they were talking about decided to tell you it was demonic. When it is a part of your body, it is a gland. And when you hear people say, get your chakras aligned and get them in order, is telling them to balance their glands. And you talking about the devil. That's why you're dying. What does the Bible say about people perish for a lack of knowledge? The doctor telling you your solar plexus is out of order. And you don't know what that means.
And you don't look it up.
But then you go and you see somebody like me talking about solar plexus online, and you call me the devil because you're ignorant. And not saying that you're ignorant in an insulting way. I'm saying you're ignorant because you don't understand. And the part that will insult you, when you choose not to know, when you choose to stay ignorant, is the problem. So if a person is talking about chakras and they're telling you need to get yourself aligned, each chakra has a gland. It's a gland. When you go to the doctor, the stick, the doctor symbol, the stick, and you see the snakes around it, that's getting your that's from Africa. They stole all of this and they putting it back in your face. And because you so heavenly minded and no earthly good, you won't do any research. And you call these people of the devil, and they just trying to help you get your glands in order. But because of the word they use, you run. Yeah. There is some people that stop worshiping with our Love and Helping Hand Spiritual Center because we talked about chakras, your glands, and we talked about yoga. The number one sickest and poorest group in the world is Christians. Because they call everything demonic. And they do no research. They hear different words or they watch. Because that's all a lot of people do. They watch. Oh, this popping now. Or everybody talk about crystals. Everybody talk about sage. That is of the devil. That is of the devil. What did they bring to Jesus when Jesus was first born? Frankincense and myrrh. What is that? Frankincense and myrrh is an incense. It's an incense. It's no different from air freshener.
And the Fabuloso y'all burning in the pot.
And
still eating out the pot.
Still eating out the pot and wonder why you turn crazy. Because you burn Fabuloso in the pot, but you scared to burn incense because somebody told you that was of the devil.
But you
don't want to look like a witch. So you won't burn the incense.
But you could burn something that ain't supposed to be burned.
In a pot and then cook out of it. And wonder why you sick. This is sage, y'all. This is sage. This is from the earth.
What does it do?
Indians use this to purify the air. It's no different than a humidifier that you would buy out of Walmart and put some vapor rub in there. One is from the earth and one is chemically made. Y'all around here dying from COVID because you scared of a damn stick that came off of a tree. Because somebody told you that this is evil and is welcoming spirits. Spirits is everywhere. Spirits is everywhere. When you drink, what do they call alcohol?
Spirits.
I'll have that same energy with liquor. Have that same energy with some liquor. Because they telling you that spirits, we say on the ABC store, spirits. That's a spirit, but yet you drink. Yet you have communion. Are you not doing a ritual in communion?
Yep.
Are you not inviting spirits by drinking that wine? Isn't wine a spirit? That's what the store say.
The last time I checked.
They telling you that. Yet this comes from the ground. And you're saying that, oh, y'all sitting there burning them sage and them incense. And y'all inviting spirits in. And the spirit right around you.
Yep.
And every time you get drunk, they jump in your body. And that's why people don't remember when they're drunk. When you high, you remember everything. You got good sense. You're just relaxed. Because it comes from the ground. It comes from the earth. All this is a humidifier.
If you burn
a
sage,
natural humidifier.
If you burn sage, you wouldn't have COVID. It's an airborne disease.
It's an airborne disease. This is another culture. This is the Indians. This is their humidifier. A natural one. Y'all talking about spirits, but you drinking spirits. Nobody's judging you for drinking alcohol. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying they're telling you that's a spirit.
Yep.
This comes from Walmart. What is?
Sage, powder form.
Sage. It's a spice. It's a spice. This is in powder form, and this is the stick form. Sage. One can be burned for a humidifier to purify the air, to cleanse the air, and one you could cook with. A healthy alternative.
Yep.
But you calling it evil.
Because you don't understand.
My people perish for a lack of knowledge. Where can you find a stick? You could get this from the flea market. Mm-hmm. You could get it from any a metaphysical store. Mom cooks with it. Exactly. It's not evil.
I don't cook
it's a
with that
spice. This spices. When you look at it, y'all. And I'm doing this live not to insult you. I'm doing this live to educate you. Hoodoo is herbs. Hoodoo is herbs. Everything that you have, everything that's on this planet can be used for evil or good. Everybody that has herbs or dabbles into hoodoo or voodoo, because they're not the same, don't do evil. But a lot of people that's sitting in your church, you'll be surprised what kind of spells they casting on you. Mm-hmm. But y'all not ready for that conversation yet. Because you so busy pointing the finger at things you don't understand.
And choose not to understand.
That's the ignorance of it. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. Let's get to this pendant. This is called the evil eye. This comes from the culture Santa Maria. That is Spaniards, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. That's their culture. This is their culture. This comes from their culture. It is called the evil eye. Not because it's an evil eye, but because it keeps evil eyes away.
Get away.
How many times have you been coveted upon? The Bible says not to be covetous. Covetous means I want what you have. I don't want something like it. I want what you have. I want your hair. I don't want my hair to be like yours. I want yours. I don't want a wife like yours or a mate like yours. I want your wife. I don't want a car like yours. I want your car. I want your house. I want your family. That's covetous. Mm-hmm. So people wear this to repel that back to whoever's sending it. Because a lot of times people could be covetous and not really mean it in a bad way. Sometimes people are just envious of you, but just because they are ignorant to the fact that they want what you have, don't mean you still not gonna feel the wrath of it. You get what I'm saying? Some people are intentionally covetous and some people just like, oh dang, but why it ain't me? I'd like that. They don't mean it, but you still get it. It goes back to how they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. Meaning, just because you don't know the law, don't mean you're not going to face the wrath of it because you did something wrong. Whether you knew you were doing something wrong or not, you did it. Just because you're ignorant of that, you still going to jail. So this is not of the devil. It's a pendant that like simply repels. It's a pendant that simply repels people who are wanting what you have. They call it an evil eye because it keeps evil eyes away, not because it is of the devil or because it is evil. Why do you wear your cross? When the Bible speaks against graven images, do you think that Jesus needs a reminder of being crucified? Do you think he would want a reminder of being crucified?
Not only do you have the cross, you got the cross with him on
it. And the Bible tells you not to wear no graven images or worship any graven images, because that's what's wrong. A lot of y'all worship the cross, and when you see other people have different kinds of jewelry on, you think we worshiping what we got on. I don't worship these crystals. My body, what they say when you go to, when a person dies, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I should be able to hold this crystal because I am of the dirt, just like the crystal. So whatever physical properties that I might need, this crystal might have it. It might have a little bit of vitamin D in it. Some people put crystals in a bottle of water and let it sit because it's medicinal. And then they come back a couple days later and they drink it. What is salt?
All of it, peppercorns, all that.
What is it? It's a crystal.
Y'all use salt no more?
Why you wearing your cross? Jesus said, don't wear any graven images. Jesus said, none be good but God. Jesus said, don't call me good, none be good but God. Jesus said, people gonna come in my name and say that I am God. Do not believe them. Jesus said, I and my Father are one. Me and my mother are one. I am in her image. People can see me in the streets I've never met, but they know. Cleo face. You Cleo child. You walk just like her. You talk just like her. You act just like her. I am in the image of Cleo. When I was younger, I was in the image of my father. Everybody said, oh, y'all look just alike. We got dimples. That's where my dimples come from. I am in the image, in his likeness. I am of them. I am not them. I am of them. I am like them. This man tell you, none be good but God. Don't call me good, none be good but God. People gonna come in my name and say that I am God. Karma. Don't believe them. And what do you say? I will worship Jesus.
Till the day I die. Jesus. He coming to save me.
Ain't nobody prayed to God. Everybody's praying and worshiping the creation and not the creator. When was the last time you prayed to God? Y'all mad at people for saying the universe. They're using different terminologies. Y'all mad at them for the terminology when they mean the same thing. Universe, atmosphere, God,
It's costing
tree, God, it's God. We in 2023. If y'all still out here regurgitating information that grandmama gave you, it's a choice now. That's why Kanye said slavery was a choice. Slavery never became illegal. It was illegal to use the word slavery. Understand what I just said. Slavery has never been banned. They just changed it to you cannot use the word slavery. We're going to call it jail. And so we're going to take you from your family and make you work for free. So when I take you and put you in jail, we get money. And then I'm going to work you for pennies while you in jail and make more money off of you. And I'm going to put you in a system where you come back out and you can't make no money. That's slavery. So that's why Kanye said slavery was a choice. And right now, a lot of you that are stuck in your religious ways, because I'm not saying, that's the whole purpose of #NoReligion. It's not saying do away with your religion. It's saying that if religion is keeping you ignorant to the fact, because I remember one dude said, I choose to be ignorant. I don't want to know the truth. So if you don't want to know the truth, don't. But don't bash somebody who does know the truth.
Or who is eager to learn the truth.
Because we're not on here talking about the Christians and the Muslims and all these different people who, we're not on here talking about y'all. The most you see is when somebody responds to people who are talking about crystals and who are and calling it demonic. You calling us demonic and you ignorant and don't want to know what it means. You choose not to know what it means, but you calling it demonic. So you saying something to me and you don't want me to say nothing back. Mm-hmm. You speaking against me and don't want me to respond. You're judging me and you don't have the facts. When it comes to chakras, the doctors use that terminology as well. When you hear them say solar plexus and all these different things, they're talking about your glands.
But people don't know their own bodies. They don't know what's inside them.
You don't know what's inside your body. The America has gotten us so desensitized from life that people can look at black people because of how they have been portrayed through the media and say, yeah, he got kicked down and he got shot and he was murdered by these people, but what did he do? Nobody deserves to be murdered. I don't care what they did, unless they murdered somebody else. But because of the color of my skin, and I did something that you didn't like, or I was just walking, or you just didn't like me, there is no excuse for you to do what you did to me because of the color of my skin. Yet, you have some people, some of them, not all of them, you have some people that are so desensitized from us being human beings that they'll see something terrible happening to us and they'll say, what did you do to deserve it? Nothing. You are so desensitized from life and from human beings and from animals. I hate seeing deer. I despise deer hunters. I'm sorry.
Yep.
If you got to absolutely kill something to survive and eat, that's one thing. But for y'all out here that's killing animals for a sport or just to be playing around, that is of the devil.
Yep.
That is of the devil. Yep. We are tearing down their habitat to build all these houses that are going to go in foreclosure and be abandoned property. And yet we got all these homeless people around here. Yep. And y'all not fighting that. Y'all not fighting that.
You fighting
y'all not speaking on that. Y'all eat the deer.
Yep.
Y'all eat the chicken. Y'all eat everything.
Including the ass.
Y'all eat everything. Desensitized. And tell a child that the dog ain't got no soul. The dog can't go to heaven because it ain't got no soul. You say that because it's an excuse for you to continue to do what you do. You are murdering. You are murdering. And even if you're buying the food out of the store, you're eating something that was afraid when it died. You're telling yourself, you're lying to yourself to say that they have no feelings. They do. But because you won't study it, you won't study an animal. You won't watch an animal. You'll kick an animal. You'll kick a dog. Woe be unto you. What if your grandmama was coming to visit you back through an animal? Bible tells you all the time, be careful. You might be entertaining angels unaware. Y'all miss that.
With care. Handle people. Handle animals. Handle everything with care.
You gotta get in the camera.
Nope. I'm good, bro. Right here.
Don't hide. You was in there earlier.
Yeah, I had slide though.
Yeah, man. So that's what I wanted to get on here. Y'all go back and watch the video. I told y'all I was not gonna make this live long. Subscribe to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. That is a scripture for all of y'all who think I am of the devil because I choose to tell you the truth. Y'all gonna get it one day, and I hope it's not too late for you. I hope it's not too late. Once again, this is the turquoise crystal. I wear it. I use it because the spiritual attributes of it keeps you in the present. It's a reminder to stay present and stay out of your head and stay out of the past. I wear amethyst as protection and carnelian to heal my sacral chakra, which is my second chakra, my sexual chakra from the bottom. my glands, my uterus and all of that. It helps get that in order. This pendant that everybody keeps putting up saying that it is of the devil, it is called an evil eye, is of the Santa Maria culture, the Spaniard culture, and that just tells you it repels the evil eye. It's not evil. It's not an evil eye. We call it evil eye because it keeps evil eyes away, covetous spirits away, that the Bible speaks about. This is sage. This purifies the air. That's all it does. Y'all talking about, oh, y'all welcome in the spirits in. Spirits is always around you. Your alcohol is welcome in the spirits in. That's why it's on your on the alcohol ABC building, spirits. This is sage and this is sage. Just came from the earth. They made it in the powder form. You get sage out of Walmart and cook with it. Mm-hmm. Nothing is evil of it. This is from the Indian Hindu culture. This is no different than an air humidifier. Nothing evil about it. Same thing to Palo Santo. It's a piece of wood. It's a piece of wood.
You burn wood in your wood?
It purifies the air, y'all. It purifies the air. This is what you need. What is COVID? An airborne disease. It's no different than an air humidifier. That's all it is.
It's less expensive and it's natural.
Everything can be used. Everything in your house can be used for evil, and everything can be used for good. It depends on what you choose to use it for.
The user, whoever the user
is, just like a gun. Just like a gun. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. It depends on who got it. Back to the graven images. I can explain why I got what I got on. Why you wearing your cross?
Can't.
You think that Jesus? You think he needs to be reminded? You think? Why do they think why? I don't know. Some of y'all might not know this, but they tell you should not ride around with obituaries
in your
car or have obituaries out where your spirits can see it.
Because
why?
there's the date of their being born and the date of them dying. Nobody wants to be reminded that they died.
Or that they're dead. Or that you think that they're dead. Do you think your grandmama want to see her obituary? Why you got her obituary up? Why don't you have a nice picture of her up?
A picture when she was having a good time.
Yeah. When you walk into our house, some people might get afraid because we have a special place just for them. Mm-hmm. Just for them. Whereas pictures of them smiling and there's candles.
We celebrate birthdays.
We celebrate birthdays. And how do we celebrate that? We pour water. What does hip hop say? Pour some liquor for my niggas.
Yep. We pour.
That's called libations. You can use water. You can use any kind of alcohol because they are spirits. They're spirits. They're still here. You just can't see them. They're not in this 3D physical form, but they're still
just
here.
Just like Jesus is not.
Jesus is not.
You still pray to Jesus.
He's
so
a
why
spirit.
You can't pray to your grandma?
He's a spirit.
Who cook for you, clean for you, raise you. Why you can't pray to her?
He's a spirit, and you acknowledge him by praying to him and by doing his ritual, which is communion. Yet the person that birthed you, that's not here with you in this physical realm. You have no place in your home for these people, your grandparents. But you'll put up a picture of Martin Luther King, mm-hmm. somebody you don't know. So there's a place, and you'll light the reason why you look at Catholic churches, which is where a lot of Christianity stem from. They light a bunch of candles. It's a reason for that. The candles are white, usually. And they'll tell you, when you light this candle, when a person dies suddenly mm-hmm. and tragically, a lot of times their spirits don't know that they're dead. So you light that white candle and you lead them to the light. So when I'm setting my altar, a lot of times I'll talk to my ancestors. Mm-hmm. Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you. I love you. I will continue your legacy and honor you in your name. You know, I talk to them, letting them know that I have not forgotten about them. And our children will be able to remember, hey, that's grandmama. That's great grandmama. I don't know this person. I didn't know. How many of you know your great grandparents? We don't know. So it's up to us to correct what we don't have. Like my grandmama, they don't have pictures of their parents. You know, and if they do, you need to have it so that your children will know where they came from. And so back to the candles. They light these white candles, and you have to tell these people it's okay to go to the light. And that candle leads them. That's a light. And they continue to follow that light. That's why you see all those candles in the Catholic churches. Or that's why they light candles at vigils. A lot of y'all doing stuff and you don't know why you're doing it. You light these candles at vigil. That's how you say it? Vigils. To tell them to go to the light. It's okay to go to the light. So there's a lot of people. There's a lot of spirits. Because there's so much murdering going on. And y'all not doing that. Y'all crying over them. Y'all releasing balloons. And y'all not lighting candles and telling them it's okay. I let you go. It's okay to go to the light. So they walk around, they ghosts. They're not spirits. They're ghosts. And they're looking for a body to inhabit. So it's important for the people like us, the so-called witches, to help lead the spirits that was tragically taken from this realm, that are roaming around wondering, why you can't see me? I'm right here. What are you talking about? Why you crying? I'm right here. I just went to the store. I'm right here. You got to tell them it's okay. I'll release you. You don't have to stay for me. You can go and complete your assignment elsewhere. Your time on this room was up. It's okay to go to the light if you don't want to be here. Because some people don't want to be here anyway. Some people probably committed suicide. Right? And they stuck on this realm. They ain't want to be here. So you have to tell them it's okay to go to the light and complete your work elsewhere. It's okay to go to the light. So that's why they tell you don't have obituaries and different things on your refrigerator, and you wonder why, oh man, my air conditioner broke, my refrigerator broke, my car stopped working. You ride around with a reminder of a murder or a death. A lot of people were sick when they died. A lot of people, died in a car accident. A lot of people died from a gunshot wound unjustly. Don't nobody want to be reminded of that. Jesus don't want to be reminded of people spitting on him and sticking him in the side and people cussing him and saying crucify him. Nobody want to relive that over again. And you walk around with a graven image on your neck, saying that you reverencing Jesus. So a lot of times you see people like me with crystals on, and you think that I'm worshiping things because you worship that graven image. We don't worship crystals. We use them. And an amethyst and a carnelian and a tourmaline and any other crystal ain't no different from a diamond or a pearl.
Ain't no different than your birthstone.
It's just that the powers that be put a value on this one specific thing. But why are you wearing a diamond? Why? What is that doing for you?
Go ahead and tell me it's your birthstone, so I can tell you the same thing again.
What is that diamond doing for you? Besides making you feel like you're better than somebody who don't have it. You got anything else you want to say? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. Any questions, comments, or concern, or anything you guys want us to talk about on the next episode, let me know. Eat, Drink, and Be Merry is the book of Ecclesiastes, my favorite book of the Bible, Ecclesiastes. I am not an atheist. I'm a seeker. Most of y'all are believers. There's a difference. I don't believe what people tell me. I seek. I study. I listen. I hear.
You got to study to do what?
Show yourself approved. Rightly divide that word. But a lot of y'all ain't dividing no word. Whatever your pastor say.
Your math is not mathing.
Whatever your pastor say or whoever you heavily influenced by. You got to know people for yourself. You got to know the word for yourself. Stop judging people. Y'all go get hashtag no religion. It's available on my website, www.iamqueenkat.com, where it breaks down all the religions and it shows you how we are all the same. We just call things different things. Stop judging people, because my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Stop choosing to be ignorant. And if you choose to stay ignorant, keep your mouth off things that you know nothing about. You just confusing the masses. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you don't want to wear crystals, cool. But don't talk about somebody who is doing it because you don't know what it means. If you don't want to talk about chakras, then call it your glands. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Chakras, glands, sacral, root, solar, heart, throat, pineal gland, what they also call a third eye. I think it was Paul. He went to the island of pineal.
Come on.
He was in his head. He was meditating. He went to another realm. He was high. He was meditating. He was praying. Something talked back to him, his higher self. The island of pineal. Crown. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. That's the chakra, y'all. Those are the chakras. And it's a lot more because you got a bunch of stuff in your body. Subscribe to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. Remember to eat, drink, and be merry. I love you. In the words of Ajna Sarah, I love you. I like you.